Welcome to the Daily Reset for Success show. Actually, this is not a daily show anymore, is it?
Not
Wow.
no.
But we do have to daily keep track of resetting our lives as we get off track. Sometimes we fall off, and today is no exception. We have a wonderful show, and it's titled Our Magic Life. I can't wait to find out what that's all about. Meet our co-hosts, Lady Lou and Ana Romo.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi,
Hello.
everybody. Hello. Hi, girls. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, we're so excited to be here. Thank you, Marian. I love your thumbnails. They're so clever and creative. And
you.
Ana Romo-Shaw is her married name. And we had Ted, her husband, on a couple of months ago, and we're going to have him again in December. He's coming up in December. So
Good.
we just love this family. They're so creative and so talented. And Anna, tell us a little bit about how you got into your work. She's an artist and a life coach and a brilliant, very wise woman.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, like I said, my name is Ana Romo. I'm an artist and a life coach. I did my certification, but my most big certification is to practice in the life, and
Just to
use
what?
to practice.
Oh, practice. Okay.
The life. And the main thing is all what I learn, do it every day, or every moment. For me, the life is a moment, it's not a day, because in a moment, everything can change.
Yes.
So this is what, for me, the art is my meditation, is get out of this world and bring my soul and, put it all the colors, texture, and everything. So that it helps me a lot for release of the energy that we got every day. But we're going to talk about why is coming so much energy in our bodies and so
Okay. I'd like to back up just a little bit because I'm excited to talk to anybody who's living in a different country than we are. So first of all, tell us what it's like to be in Mexico today.
Oh, it's just perfect today. We have a very good weather. We're living in the kind of more center west of Mexico, very close to the Pacific Ocean, but we have a natural lake here. We are like 3 hours from the Pacific Ocean. So our weather, we have mountain, we have a lake, so it's perfect, So we never be really winter, we never got really hot. So we open the windows, we close the window. This is our air conditioner.
Wow, that would be fun, wouldn't it? All year round.
Perfect.
Yes.
I love that.
Mountains on one side and a lake on the other.
And it's only
that would be fantastic.
Yeah, it's 3 blocks, it's lake, main highway, 3 blocks, mountain. So yes, we're in a town. So really, really, we are in a paradise. My dad always tell me that.
I love it.
And I got an invitation from your husband to come visit someday. So you might be seeing me. You just never know.
You are more than welcome to come. And you can arrive to our house. So yes.
Very good.
I love the fact that we can have people like you on who help us reset, because that's why we created this show, because we do get off track. We do get stuck in situations that we feel like we can't get out of. And it takes someone like you to bring us a new breath of fresh air, some ideas to help us, because sometimes we go through this route that is, just the same thing every day, and we just can't see any way out. So thank you for being here today to help us reset today. What is your best tip for someone that is stuck in the muck?
Well, I'm going to give some techniques.
Techniques. We like techniques.
We can, one that it really helps me, because sometimes, I stand up in the morning and something drop, and then half an hour later drop, and I feel like, what's going on with me, So in this moment, I stop. the clockwise is like when you tie something, when it's a top and it's the same. Okay. When you want to open and take it off, the lid is reverse of the clockwise.
Right.
So I stand with I stand up and I start clapping my fingers and I turn like against the clockwise. Whatever I don't like in my, or thoughts or feelings, like, oh, I hate to feel that. So take it all. So I'm just turn it and I move in my energy,
Counterclockwise.
Against
Against the clock, right.
Against the clock. So this is what you start relieving of the energy that you don't like.
I didn't know that.
Stop and then do like a clockwise, whatever you want, like, I want peace, I want happiness, all that you want, and turn it so that way you attract that energy. So for me, it helps. I told a friend the other day, because he says, everything happened badly this morning. I says, okay, stop, make a stop, and do that. And believe on that. Well, we're going to talk about that, because first you have to feel, and it comes from the emotion. And then you're going to think that it comes to your mind. Then it's going to come to the energy, because you're transforming that energy. And then it comes to your physical body. This is how we are, so this is part of what I'm going to explain.
Oh, great. I love that.
Well, we do get stuck in emotions. Like, let's say you're driving down the road and somebody pulls in front of you and they obviously didn't use their blinker and they're just being reckless or whatever. They don't care, whatever. And immediately you go into this, right? And so sometimes we get stuck in there. So this is a good opportunity for us to say, wait a minute, I remember that technique that Ana told us about, that we can snap out of it, whether we pull over and do it then, or we wait till we get to the stoplight or our destination.
Or, you can do with the hands,
like this.
And bring back, just it's your energy, is what you're thinking. And basically, well, this we can talk in another program. But if you don't like the people that are in front, it's you. We are mirrors, though. So checking yourself why you don't like it in that situation. Analyze your life. Like somebody stop and you had to stop and you get upset. Wait a minute, what are you was thinking this morning? What is the emotion that it comes? What problems you have, all problems are going to be all the time, but how we're going to react on that, if we see the positive or we see the negative. So this is, part like but this is more longer, it's more kind of complicated, but change your energy. We have all the capacity to change,
Only ourselves. We cannot change others. Only us.
Exactly. Because many times we wanted to change, the who is in front of us. Hey, where I am, So it's just like the airplane. You have to put your mask first if you want to help people. So we need to think about of us. We need to hug ourselves. How many times of the day you hug yourself? How many
Not
times?
Very many.
Not very many. How many times of the day you tell to yourself that you love you? How many times you honor yourself, because you're value. You are very valued. We are very valued. So this is something that we can feed our energy. We can feed our emotions.
Oh, that's beautiful. You said something about 4 items that you wanted to tell us about.
The 4 bodies, yes.
4 bodies.
Yes, we are. That's what I call magic of life. We can see all the magic. We can feel when we feel is when it gives to us. What I'm going to talk is, the audience, they're welcome to use or they're welcome to not use. This is like a good book. When you have a good book and you want to practice, what you learn is when you get it. The human, we learn from the experience. So when you practice is when you're going to start feeling. Okay, so the humans, we are the components. We are 7 bodies, but we're gonna talk of the 4 that is lower. The first one is the physical body. This is in the third dimension that we can feel, we can touch, we know, this is a dense body. So in that body, the the woman, we are negative. We born with that. We born negative. The men are positive. That's why the men are bigger than the woman. They got more force. They're stronger. So the woman that's why most of the women, I don't say it all, but we always complain about our body. If we have a long hair, we have short hair, if we're tall, if we're fat, if we're wrinkled, we always wanted to change our physical body. And if you see the men, most of them, they accept what they have. So we come here
That's so true.
to help each other. Okay, then we got the etheric body. The etheric body is the energy. We can survive if we don't have the etheric. We can survive the physical. The etheric is the one that provides all the energy. It's where all the memories, all the remembers of your life since you was born until you die. That's what they produce energy. That's what they call subconscious. That etheric body. In that one, the woman, we are positive and the men are negative.
Really?
So, yes, that's why the woman, when we start growing, 7 to 14 years, women, we have already our body, like completely grow. The men start growing when they are 16 to 21. So the woman, we mature earlier, the little girls, we're like very mature than the men. That's another. The woman, we have more level support of pain. We heal faster than the men. And we have another extra. We have a lot of life energy. And this energy that comes on the blood. Yes. So every month we have to release that blood because it's so much energy. That's why we have the period, every month. And
Yeah.
so I recommend, if in the audience, if you still have the period, or you got somebody that has the period, your neighbor, your niece, your daughter, you have to let that day when it comes to period to be dirty, to be you, because it's the time that your body release all this heavy and pressed energy. So that's why we feel bad, when we have the period. But let it go. Let that day be your day. Get out of the world and be your day. Accept that. So, we have that. But one day, that energy is not going to release. That's when it comes to menopause. Menopause is big. That's why the body is start increase and little bitty fat. Not all the women, can happen, but you can be hot flashes. You can be all that energy. We have to release somewhere. How we can do that? Meditate, do what you like to do. This is when he recommends, if you like art, do art. I'm in the menopause right now. So I only had a little bit once in a while hot flashes because most of my energy I do in painting, and doing all what I like to do. So I recommend all of these people do yoga if you like yoga, tai chi, be in the touch with the natural. This is how there's another other technique is walk barefoot on the natural. If you live on the beach, walk on the sand. If you have a little garden, walk, in the garden, on the grass, but touch the energy, touch the energy of the universe. That's why they give us. We have 4 elements that they always like. They always help us to release all that energy. So the men are negative in this the etheric, you know. Then it comes the mental. The mental is where we keep all the thoughts. It never that body, the mental, never is tired. All the time we're thinking. You know, we are around 70,000 thoughts a day. Most is from yesterday. So, and we remember the yesterday, and especially the ones that we don't like it. So we didn't born like this. The babies, they don't have that, you know. So until we have 7 years old, we start accumulating not a good thoughts. So this is not a good one, because most of the time, or more, a lot of people, they keep that thoughts about, I want to be power, competition, who's going to win, who's going to, you know. Or many times we have so much thoughts that we make stories, you know. How many times we think, oh, this is how, or gossips, you know, that people, they're not sure what if they know the truth, but they can make a big story. So we create a lot, you know, in our minds. So the best way is to control our thoughts. So the women are positive. That's why we always has bigger ideas. We have very abstract ideas. I mean, I am very creative, you know. I go to a hardware store and I can create many things, you know, and I can have a lot of ideas. So the main thing of the men is to help us to be complete that ideas, you know. So that's why we can always be together, you know. Women can have the ideas, men, they can help us to finish.
Wow.
So this is the mental. Then it comes the emotional. The
Oh, yeah.
emotional is the biggest, is what we have more energy, more irritation, you know. We can be big. I mean, this is where we keep the love. We keep all the goodies there. Love, peace, you know, relax, harmony. But at the same
Uh-oh.
time, is again like the mental, not the very good things, like fear, ego, you know, all the bad things. So again, like the mental, we need to control that. We need to kind of release that energy. In that, when the women we are negative, and the men are positive. The men, they have a big emotions too, but they can transform faster than the woman, you know. That's why, I don't know, but long time ago it happened to me in one of my marriage, that I'm always thought, why is still very upset, and he just, you know, got sleep. You know, because we keep the emotion, you know. It is, I'm gonna tell you a little story. The other day I was painting, you know, so I was painting, and my nephew and my niece, they were playing, you know. So we're in the second store, so they came running, playing, and she told him, I says, "You beat me," and then he says, "Yes, I'm sorry, but it was by accident."
Oh.
And then she says, "Yeah, but you beat me." And then he says, "I told you, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry." And then like 5 minutes later, "Do you know that you beat me?" And I was like, oh my God, this is the emotional that is harder for us, you know, to kind of release. And I mean, she's 6 years old and he's 7 years old. I mean, it's like, so since we are kind of, you know, girls, that's why we have. So the best thing is, like, you know, start getting different emotions, you know, start calling the love to, if we attract love in the emotional, then it's gonna go to our thoughts, because it goes to the mental. And then the mental, they gave energy to the etheric. And at the end, we receive in our physical body. You know, if when these three bodies that is around our physical body are very good, on a very good way, is when we start evolution. You know, this is when humans start evolution. It's a long way. It's not easy, It's not like we can do like this. No, it's little by little, like Marian says, we can change our energy, we can change our thoughts.
Can you tell the story of the washing machine?
Oh, yeah. We can, every
Okay, it's important for the audience to know that this is really a cool thing. So you need to really pay attention. Get your pen and paper out. Stop the video if you're watching the replay, and really pay attention to this technique, because this is a keeper. Okay, Anna, go for it.
Well, I was telling that a long time ago, I was working in an office of the hotel, so when the guy who cleans, he came every time when he came to clean. One day I told, because he starts sweeping, dusting and sweeping a map. And I told him, I says, you know what? You are very special. You are very lucky. And then he saw me, and then I says, because you have the opportunity to dust your thoughts, to clean, to sweep what your emotions, and map with the water, and then you can clean all what happened on the day before. So he was like, what? Nobody told me that. I says, you can do that. Yeah. So you have the opportunity to clean your day, to clean your thoughts, to clean your mind, to clean when you wash dishes. Feel the water, feel the soap, make the bubbles and clean. The water is one of the 4 elements that really help us. So wash and feel the water and clean. So every time when you got clear, maybe you have very dirty, but then when you kind of clean, it's cleaning yourself. It's cleaning your all your emotional first, and then mental, and then etheric, and then your physical body, because you clean your hands, when you do with dishes. And it's the same when you have to sweep. You're cleaning the energy. You're cleaning the energy of your house or the place that you're cleaning. You're mapping, map and take with the map all of these that you don't like it, because we're humans, we're learning, and we have fails. It's not because we have mistakes. It's only fails to learn. Transform all of this in wisdom, So you have the opportunity. We're very, very proud. We're very lucky we can do that every day, every day or every moment. You can do at night, you can do during the day, so it's just gonna transform. I was telling Lou that 4 years ago, it's kind of, how when you want something, you had to clarify or you had to be careful what you're saying. 4 years ago, I turned 50 years old. And I told to myself, okay, now I'm going to start living the unconditional love. The day of my birthday, my mom has a dehydrate. She needs to go to the hospital. And she was out. And I got 4 years that I'm taking care of my mom. Mm-hmm. And she used Pampers. She got dementia. She don't know about her. This is the unconditional love of me. I one day, long time ago, I saw friends that they was taking care of their mom. There was 3 sisters, and they had to every 4 months, they need, take turns to take care of their mom. And I hear when they bitching and, I need to take care of my mom, And I have 4 years. I'm the only woman. I have 2 brothers. So they don't do much like I do. They don't change Pampers. So I learned how to change the Pampers. I learned how to feed her. Her life is in my hands. Her life is in me. So it depends every time when I have to stand up her. It's a time for me to hug her. It's a time for kiss her. It's a time for me to give love. So instead of being upset, I'm very proud. She is helping me to get a patient. She is helping me to discover in myself all the good vibration, of the good energy, So this is the opportunity. I'm going to tell you, there's 2-3 times I'm like, but I go out. It's not her, it's me. Every time, if I get upset with her, I had to get out. And I says, it's not her, it's me. So I had to clean my energy. I had to change my, doing that, and then back again with her. Because this is a life. So every problem or every situation, find the love. You can
It's a chance to grow. It's a chance for your soul to evolve and move forward. I have the same issue, but it's a little different. Of course, I'm manager for a lady with Alzheimer's. And if I allow her condition, which is horrible, by the way, to bring me down, I'm no good to her. I'm no good to me. So I have learned, yes, it's sad. And yes, I take care of her. I do the best that I can, but I have learned to use this as a soul growth.
Exactly.
And it's the most amazing thing ever. People will avoid doing stuff like this. I highly recommend that you dive into it, because whether it's volunteering for hospice or volunteering at your shelter or volunteering to help a friend out that just got out of the hospital, these are things you don't really want to go after, but it will help you feel better about the soul growth that you have. And
Exactly.
it may not happen right away. You may wonder, what the hell am I think I'm doing? I don't qualify for this. But it does. You can look back and say, wow, I have really grown as a human being. I have really grown as a friend, as a living soul right here.
Exactly. Yes.
Thank you,
yes.
Anna, for talking about that, because that is happening to me. Anybody that knows me knows that, it's really rough, going through Alzheimer's with somebody.
Oh,
Like
yes.
you said, they can't fend for themselves. They don't know what's going on. And
yes.
It's all up to you.
It's all up to me. Yes. My mom, I don't know if it's exactly Alzheimer, but she lost the memory, So every day she missed her mom. So, and she got sad. She doesn't know about coronavirus or nothing, She's worried about her mom and her dad. So what I'm saying is, they are on the ranch. I got no communication with them. They are fine. So every day or when she remember, I just try to calm her, to make her happy. She got diabetes, and once in a while I give cake because she likes. And I like to see her
Every once in a while, you got to have cake.
yes. And ice cream. She loves ice cream. Well, I try to buy with no much sugar. But the most important for her is to make happy, have a quality life. So in many things I can tell that's a very good thing. She can walk. Maybe I have to lift every time that I change the Pampers, but at least she's there, And I'm very peace.
Anna, we only have a minute left. Can you tell us about your free 30-minute empowerment session?
Yes. Oh yes, I can. They can email me the winner, so I can help. I can guide by questions, because I don't know the answer. The whoever wants, they got the answers. So I'm only help them to find the good things about them.
That's wonderful. And do you want to show some of your art?
Oh yes, show the hat especially. I love this hat.
Oh yeah. Honey bun. I'm going to stand up a little bit.
And you can reach Anna on Facebook at Ana.Romo. And she has her website, not her website, her email. Isn't that a beautiful thing?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, this is like a bow,
Oh, I love it.
Three-dimensional.
It's glass. Yes, beautiful.
It's glass. And here's the hat.
Yes,
I love it. Thanks, Ted.
Here's the beauty. If you have something in mind for a special person coming up for Christmas, you can commission Anna for a different object that you want.
Thank you for demonstrating, Ted.
That is just wonderful. Her art is so vibrant.
This
I
is a
love
little
it.
flower
Look at that.
vase.
Look at that.
Oh,
And
nice.
she's got a gallery. What little town are you in, or not little town? What town are you in Mexico?
We call Ajijic, Mexico.
Okay,
Or
yeah. I don't know how to say it in Spanish, but aquí. And you
yes,
can find her gallery if you're ever in Mexico. Who
yes,
knows?
yes. The name of the gallery is Ana Romo Art Gallery. So we have in Google, so it's easy to find. We're in
Thank
downtown.
you very much for being with us today,
Thank
Anna.
you,
Thank you,
Dewey.
audience, for hanging out with us.
Oh,
Lady Lou, it's always a pleasure.
thank you.
We'll see you
Thank
guys
you.
again very
Thank
soon.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye for
Thank
now.
you.
Bye, Anna. Bye, Ted.